chorizo argentino or chorizo from Argentina. You know, the sausages. And I'm also going to complement this meal with my Argentinian chimichurri. So, remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create the chorizo argentino or Argentinian style chorizo. The sausages from Argentina. And the way that they prepare this in Argentina, the type of meat is traditionally pork, but they can use beef or a combination of both. This one here are pork. The way they do this, they grab the lower intestine of the pork. I mean, they clean it up nicely, you know, with vinegar, warm and cold water. They put the proper spices, you know, like paprika and you know, ground pepper, garlic. I mean, they are delicious. They are delicious, but they're eaten a little bit different. And my recipe today is going to be kind of similar to how they eat it. You know, they eat it with bread, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to complement this with Argentinian chimichurri, which I'm going to prepare very briefly for this video. So let's jump on this, huh? What do you think? So for my chimichurri, which I'm going to prepare for these nice sausages, Argentinian sausages, I require Argentinian chimichurri. And I have a more detailed recipe, which I have in my description, but very briefly. I have parsley, fresh, oregano. I typically have fresh oregano. Today I didn't. This one has been in my house for a while. So what you do when it's not fresh, you just put it in water, you know, so it moisturizes. Then you strain the water out. Some salt. I have apple cider vinegar. And I cannot find sunflower oil. So I'm going to go with extra virgin olive oil, and make sure you pick one that is, you know, kind of semi-neutral or have some nice looking flavor. Sunflower is great because it's neutral, but as I create this video, it's a war going out with one of the biggest, if not the biggest exporter of sunflower. So we're having issues with sunflower oil. And some red pepper, and this one is spicy, by the way, so it's optional. When you mix the oil and the apple cider, it's going to be a ratio 2-to-1. If you go with half a cup of oil, put 1/4 cup of vinegar. If you prefer to go 1 cup of oil, half a cup of vinegar. Now you can replace the vinegar with red wine, but I don't want it too strong because for what I'm making today, I want it more friendly. And you're going to need a tube of garlic, maybe half of it. So I already mixed the oil with the vinegar. I want half a cup of oil, 1/4 cup of vinegar. Let me move this knife out of the way. I strain the water out of the oregano. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer to this container. I'm going to add the parsley, which I chop very nicely and thin. Make sure you take the stems out, all the hard stuff that I have in the peppers with my hand. Look at beautiful. This is hot, by the way. Make sure you add some garlic, about maybe half a tooth or maybe a tooth. You know, you cut it and slice, and then you just chop it into little, you know, size. See? Add your garlic. it took me only half a tooth. And you're going to mix things up. And now you add your oil and vinegar. See how nice? Add some salt. Mix it up. And put it aside. So I'm going to use my cast iron. You can use any type. Oil. Any type of oil, doesn't matter. You can go vegetable, whatever. I had this preheat, medium high for now. Put this baby there. And you start cooking. But you have to wash them, you know. Make sure that the inside's cooked. And let's show you how to do this. Once the music starts singing, you lower the heat. I have around a couple notches or so below medium. So you don't want them to burn, you know what I mean? You want them cooked inside. So I reduce the heat after a minute or so of cooking. After cooking about 3 or 4 minutes on one side, I'm going to turn it around. But before I do that, I'm going to pinch it a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't go crazy. And doing that, so the heat transfer better inside. Turn it around. Cook it for another 3 or 4 minutes. Tough to be working with one hand here. And now it's time to let them out. See how beautiful they are? Put them to rest. And I'm going to let them rest for a few minutes. I will cut this off, you know, because I have to separate them. I could have done that earlier, but that's fine. And of course, the chorizo argentino is eating with bread. So I'm going to have a bread here. I'm going to toast it because I like my bread toasted.